my personal belief is that when I start the pilot in the class, then there's much chaos going on, and I'm not sure what to look at in first place. So I'd like to have a controlled artificial setting, especially here at the university. Why do we want to observe 7th grade lower secondary students? In the 7th grade, there is firstly the usage of technology apparent in math education, so lower secondary. So with 12 to 13-year-old students, so usually they get a calculator. This is the first contact with technology they use by their own. In lower grades, they usually use computers with the guidance of the teachers, but not on their own. So they get the calculator, and I would like to dig there a little bit deeper. Well, in geometrical skills, I think this is obvious because augmented reality is a very powerful tool when looking at especially geometry. Therefore, I would like to divide my pilot study into two different aspects: user experience on the one hand and geometrical skills on the other hand. And I would like to observe two different traits in each section: user experience and geometrical skills. I would like to look at quantitative and qualitative traits. By the user experience, I would like to look especially at the time, for example, that is used to open up an application, find materials, or to use some special tools. And also at the end of each testing, a so-called system usability scale questionnaire, which I will come to later. Qualitative aspects, I would like to ask the general sentiment towards the application based on this system usability scale test. And geometrical skills, I would like to have a quiz before and after the tasks to determine the geometrical basic skills from the students. And afterwards, I would like to ask them comprehension questions in an interview. So what framework do I would like to use in this pilot study? As I mentioned before, I would like to have a quiz on the geometrical skills and a questionnaire, short questionnaire on the GeoGebra skills. Then later on, the students have a phase of working where they have where they are observed by me directly, and also there is some planned screen recording. Also, the students should comment on their progress because I would like to place some microphones and cameras in the room. And during this process, during this working process, I would not like to interact with the students, but only try to observe the quantitative traits I've said before. Later on, after the working period, I would like to have interviews based on these quantitative traits, and last but not least, there is the system usability scale test and a quiz on the geometrical skills. Afterwards, after each testing, there of course comes the collection of data, coding, and the analysis of the observation. Well, I guess I can skip that because it's just an overview how each part is, how the user experience and the geometrical skills part is divided up. And now I'll come to the students, the sample. I would like to have 3 different phases in my pilot study. First, I would like to start with single student observations. Then I would have pairs where I would like to focus especially on the interaction of 2 students, probably also pair good students with good students, not so skilled students with good students, and so on. And also in the controlled setting here at the university, I would like to start with some group observations, so 3 to 5 students. This whole pilot study ultimately would me lead to the phase 4, which is the actual study I would like to conduct, and in-class observation of the usage of augmented reality. So to go on with some sample tasks, which tasks I would like to ask the students in the pilot. Here I have a sample task for the user experience, just a simple cuboid where the students are asked to open the app, find this material, switch to the AR mode, move some sliders, and try to comment how this all happened. And so on. They have to find a way to enlarge this object, how to use a tool, and so on and so forth. The geometrical skills I would like to have observed in an open-ended approach, because I would like to find out how the problem solving of the students happens and what they think about it. So just provide a material, like here a pyramid, and give the problem, so calculate the surface area of this given pyramid, and no further explanation on it. Afterwards, I talked about already the standard system usability scale. For all of you that don't know how this is designed, it's a test or a questionnaire which consists of 10 questions, which really tackle the basic questions for software. And I would like to have some slight adaptations. For example, you switch the system to GeoGebra, augmented reality. I've been technical person to teacher, but this is just some basic questions with a maximum score of 100, and if you reach 100, then it's a perfect application. So I will have to stop here, and I would like to thank for your attention.